No, I don't have it. Okay, never mind, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, no, bad. My bad, my bad. So, how have you been?
Ah, man, I've been great. Been doing,
Oh,
been
that's
doing, starting, I've been doing my own content, or starting to do my own content on
okay,
my
King.
channel.
Okay, King.
You know what I mean? I've been live streaming video games and stuff like that. So yeah, man.
Yo,
How you been doing?
Chris, stop with the
What's up?
cap, bro. Stop with the cap.
Well, go ahead and bring it up. I know you're gonna bring it up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Whatever you were just saying just now at this very second is cap. No, I'm fucking with you, bro. What's good?
I was about to say, what? What are you talking
He's
about?
like,
What are you
what are
talking
you
about?
saw? What are you
What are you
saying
talking
to
about?
me?
Nah, I thought he was gonna bring up butt snacks again.
Oh,
I thought he
listen,
was
bro.
gonna.
I'm pretty sad that it's coming to PlayStation Plus because I was gonna get the deluxe edition of that game. So
You can still
that's
get
very
it.
unfortunate. Nah, it's not worth it anymore. It's on PlayStation Plus, bro. So yeah, I'm just gonna get it on there. But that was one of my most anticipated games of the year for sure. But now it's coming straight to PlayStation Plus. It's like, all right, I'm saving money now.
Facts, dog. Yo, that's gonna be like honestly, I don't give a fuck about butt snacks, but to be
Listen,
honest,
that's just
that's
getting an
gonna be one
85
of
on
those.
Metacritic.
Nah, that's gonna be one of those meme games that people stream. You know what I
Of
mean?
course,
Kind of like a Untitled Goose Game.
it's hilarious. Like that game looks funny as fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot of streams. Like a lot of people are gonna stream that game just for the memes. But yeah, if it come in a PS5, PS Plus, I mean, shit, it's another free game added to the collection on top of like the other 20 games that's coming day one for PlayStation Plus.
Hmm.
But none of that matters because Demon Souls and Miles Morales is gonna be a priority.
I
Yeah,
know,
I
so
still got to
tired.
pre-order my PS5, bro. Gotta secure that. I seen what Target said though. Target said they're gonna have some extra allocation for people who didn't pre-order, but you have to do an order pickup.
Yeah.
So I got to secure that. Or if they do like another wave of pre-orders, just get that. I have a notification for Best Buy and Amazon right now.
Yeah, man. The timing is really fucking me up, man. So I gotta wait to get a PS5. Probably not gonna get one at launch.
That sucks, dog.
Nah, I mean it's all good.
It sucks because I don't have one either, man. I'm fucking pissed.
It's all good. I'm not pressure people. People in the community they like to pressure people and to act like,
Could
oh,
you
if
be
you're not
paying
here
too
day
much
one,
for
you're
home
completely
insurance?
missing out. Like, nah,
Find out
like,
in only 5 seconds with Plymouth
Yeah.
Rock Assurance.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm just
Just
trying to play
answer
that
one
Demon Souls,
question.
dog, to be honest.
What's your ad?
Go
Day one,
chain
you're
gaming.
Yeah. So you played the other Demon Souls, but you didn't finish it, right? You just started it and didn't
Yeah,
finish it.
so I played the first area, and I was just like, I cannot abide by this fucking frame rate. Let me get out of here. Let me get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
it ran rough. It
Ugh.
definitely ran rough.
But yeah, I mean, I beat all the other Souls games, so I don't know. I'm just thirsty for this fucking system, man.
Yeah, man. I'm wondering where the fuck Elden Ring's at, man. They showed that shit like 2 years ago, and they haven't shown it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ready.
All right. What's up, everybody? I think the volume's all good. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Planet Xbox Podcast. We are on episode 34, at least with this squad. Episode 34, Planet Xbox Podcast. And of course, we have a awesome guest tonight. And if you're familiar with the channel, if you look at that description box, it's right under the tags. We have the Ash and Luca in the house. Our channel is linked at the bottom. So if you ain't subscribed, go ahead, click on that, get familiar, get subscribed. But you can also do so after the podcast. But before we get started, I do want to say welcome, Ashen. Thanks
Hello.
for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was pretty excited. I was a little nervous of approaching the DM like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat around the bush and ask." You know, that's pretty much how it happened. But no. But if you guys like Ashen, everybody know who Ashen Luca is. She got the Scumcast, which I mean, have you like locked down a reoccurring day, or is this thing still random?
Saturdays at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like every Saturday, isn't it?
It wasn't always like that though.
No, it wasn't always.
It wasn't always like that.
Yeah, it used to be very sporadic, and then I actually had a conversation with Dealer's like, if you don't fucking lock down your goddamn day, I'm like, okay. So it's been Saturdays at 3 o'clock for at least 6 or 7 months or so.
Yeah. Well, I apologize because I haven't been able to catch it live. I usually catch it on demand. Like it's like I either catch it the day after or later that day, and I'm like, oh, crap. So I've been on a while ago, but I'll definitely, try to hopefully get back on again.
You were definitely welcome anytime.
Yeah, so not only that, so Action Lucas here. We got a lot to talk about. We got Chris Righteous here.
What you said that like you despise me, Smooth?
I don't despise you.
We got Chris Righteous here. Nah, I'm joking.
I despise your peers, but go ahead.
What's up, everybody? Glad to be on. Another episode of Planet Xbox. Shout out to the guests, Queen Green, Queen Destiny, the Scum Lord, Ashton Luca. Happy to be on. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Another exciting week. A lot to talk about. And I'm upset, man. I'm upset at Xbox, and I'm upset at Phil that they're not sending my boy Smooth, some free Xbox, early reviews and shit like that. Like for real, yo, Smooth been riding for y'all since the beginning. Smooth don't got his legs broken, black eye, bloody lips, and you know what I mean. Was in the hospital, still saying Xbox is the best box. You know what I mean? It's just all these other people are getting some. Some people who have less subscribers than Smooth. Like Smooth got 10K subscribers, and those people within like 3,000 subs and stuff like that getting that shit, man. I need to send the best spot, some
I
free
appreciate
shit every now and again.
I appreciate it. But shout out to our peers who did receive the Xbox Series X and X console. So shout out to Randall Thor, well deserved. Dealer Gaming, well deserved. Colt, Neil Game Spark, which that would hurt. But shout out to Neil Game Spark, bro.
And he just got an Xbox.
Yeah, that shit hurt. Spawn Wave, but these are all no channels that I watch. And I think it was a couple. I think Nasaga, she's been on Weapon Wheel. She's awesome. So that was good to see.
She's cool.
But
here's the thing, like some people,
she said she's willing to come back up on the Joan, dog. Should I talk to her up on the on the Twitch? She said she down. So
where see, here's the thing, like some people were saying, well, maybe Smooth ain't getting one because he curses and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's not the case because. Have y'all heard Dealer's vocabulary?
Come on, we're not gonna do.
That's not the case.
We're gonna do, but that was like, in terms of like kind of, he's a little uncut. Like Dealer's not what I would call like let's uncut. He is real deal Xbox 5. I'm about to say so. I don't think that was an issue, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the same type of reach, especially not with Xbox PR, but I also want to, we got IKUROIKOI in here, and I know I just said that wrong, bro.
Nah, it's all good, baby. You know what it is. It's your boy. Shout out to Luca, man. Since you finally up on here, the
What's
queen.
up?
You dig?
Oh, he happy.
Nah. Shit, I'm it's really crazy. Shit, I'm glad she's on here. But like Chris said, shit. Kid Smooth, he's been holding it down for a grip, and I've been watching like all of the people that he named himself, and it's just like, I mean, it's not even a numbers game. It's just like it's an impact on the game. So I think that's what it is. Like it's not a number thing. Like it's your impact, but you'll get there, bro. Like you got this.
Yeah, maybe I'll.
Only way to go is up, boo.
Up, yeah. Like me and Ashton on the upward trajectory. You know.
Yes, sir.
Dope boy Jay, man.
What's up, guys? Shout out to Chris. We got to get on Ghost of Tsushima Legends soon. Shout out to Kid Smooth. Shout out to Luca. Shout out to KUROIKOI. Shout out to NickBanks whenever he pull up.
Yeah, he need to hurry up.
I was carrying that boy in Modern Warfare the other day too. So yeah, he gotta stop. He gotta stop playing around with me. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you sub. Hashtag get smoother Series X. Let's do it. Spam that up in the chat.
Give me the Series. Yo, Microsoft, anybody from Xbox, Yabar, if you still have any influence, anybody, Greenberg, Jason Reynolds, you guys don't have to get me a free Xbox Series X. All you have to do is pull out my order number and just send my pre-order to me as early as possible. That's all. I don't want it to be free. I don't mind. Like, take the money out of the account and just send the one not pre-order, and I'll be happy. But all right, we got a couple people in here. Yo, please. Spam that like button, share it to your social media, so everybody else can get in here, because maybe a few folks didn't get the notification, but we are live. We finna have a lit show. We got Ash and Luca in the house, so it's always just the name is exciting. So let's get started. So I said I don't have any pull with Xbox like PR, but I do have some pull with
Ubisoft.
Yes.
Let's go. Yeah.
So
that Watch Dogs.
Yes, a couple things. So I was blessed enough to get a review access to Watch Dogs Legion. And I had it honestly, I want to say maybe since Saturday. But I work a full-time job, so I wasn't able really to have a day to know life this game, but I did get far enough. It's not complete. That's why you guys, there's no review, but there will be another like in-depth impressions video from me about the game. But what I will do is I will share some impressions in this podcast for a little bit and answer any questions you guys may have. The game is officially out tomorrow for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC. It's also going to be available for PS5 and the Series X. For all intentions and purposes, my original plan, honestly, just to give you a heads up, I had no idea I was gonna, get this game, at least review. I was gonna get it, but I was gonna buy it. I started playing Watch Dogs 1. I went to finish my playthrough, and then I was gonna binge Watch Dogs until Legion came out, and so I was gonna do Watch Dogs 1. So I did Watch Dogs 1. And I was going to do Watch Dogs 2 and hopefully be done in time for the Series X so I could play Watch Dogs Legion on the Series X. But what ended up happening, like on my last day playing Watch Dogs 1, my channel manager hit me up and said, hey, no, I asked my channel manager, hey, it's like, do we got access to Ubisoft games? Because they got a lot of good heat dropping. And he was like, yeah, we'll check. And then later that day, Watch Dogs Legions was in my inbox, so shout out to Ubisoft and my channel manager. But let's just to kind of give you guys an insight. So Watch Dogs this time around, you guys know the first two games they actually had main protagonists, right? And they, for the most part, at least from what I hear from everybody, people didn't care for Aiden or Marcus. Aiden wasn't favorable, even though I think he was okay. And Marcus, from what I hear, was even worse. So
yeah.
So what Ubisoft did with Watch Dogs Legion is just kind of eliminate that narrative altogether by just saying, fuck it, it's a sandbox. You're going to be able to play with any NPC you like, and hopefully you find a favorite. So pretty much you pick somebody in the beginning after the, one of the main DedSec guys, and this is no spoiler, it happens at like 5 minutes into the game, he gets killed, and then you gotta the AI's job is sort of to recruit a whole new DedSec team. You pick, they'll give you a choice of a random few characters, and from there you can use that character, and you're gonna have to do more recruiting because every NPC has something special or different about them that they can do. So the gameplay you see here is I have like a construction worker. I needed him because he's the only one until I unlocked another character. But at the time, he was the only one that can summon a cargo drone. And a cargo drone is big enough that a human body could get on top of it and ride it and pick up larger items and stuff. So he came in handy, even though he sucks in terms of combat weapons. He only gets like a nail gun and a taser, which is no good if you're gonna find yourself in a shootout. But to get places that are rather difficult, he comes in clutch. There's so many different type of play types. The game is meant to be played with like permadeath because you can lose your character. They can die and that's it. But when you don't play in permadeath, there are options that make the game, fun. I'm like for review purposes, I decided not to play with permadeath because I wanted to obviously try to get through the game as quick as I could. The game is not difficult, but there are instances where like interesting things happen. So I failed a mission. I didn't get killed, but I failed a mission because I got caught. And the character I was using, it was my favorite character at the time because he had all the arsenal I needed. He had a grenade launcher, he had an AK-47, he had the invisibility, got caught up in the mission, right? And that mission that I failed got that character arrested. And I lost access to him for 25 real-time minutes. So that's for me to continue that mission, I couldn't use him. Had to spawn in another op or had to go find a lawyer so I can reduce his time. So I recruited a lawyer, reduced his time, and then I had another character like this guy. I got him killed plenty of times, and since I don't have permadeath off, they get injured. And then if you want to, the injury time is 59 minutes, so a whole hour in real time. So so you had to either use another character, and you can either finish the mission with that other character, or you can go and recruit a paramedic or someone in a nursing field to reduce the injury time. And I thought those were like just crucial, cool points. So right now I got like a op team, like a really big op team. I think I got like maybe like 12 people, all with something different right now. The game is probably, this is probably not saying much, but it is the best Watch Dogs game I've played. It is a sleeper hit. I definitely recommend it. I know Eurogamer or Digital Foundry put out something that said there's a mission that's broken that bricks the Xbox. I will say this, my Xbox did crash, right? I don't have a Series X, I have a One X. My Xbox One X did crash like 3 times, but it wasn't just on one mission, but on like different missions where I get dashboarded. I don't know what was causing it. But the area that they were talking about of the game, I completed. Like, I did that whole mission's tagline without the system like crashing. So that was new to me. So if you guys were worried about why I didn't mention it, because that never really happened to me. And then the whole dashboard crashing, it's like if you're in a preview program, you're used to seeing you crash into the dashboard every now and then. So I didn't really think it was associated with the game until now. Until I was like, okay, it could probably, because I was playing Watch Dogs and I would crash but it wasn't in the middle of missions. It would be like I could just complete a mission. And or if I left my Xbox idle, went to go eat and come back, and I pick up the controller, take it off idle, and start playing the game again, it would crash. So yes, there is some crashing, and that might be a Watchdog issue. But overall, from what I played, I haven't ran into anything that breaks the game. I didn't lose any save files. I'm at least maybe I have to be almost 20 hours in, if not 20 hours in. But I am enjoying the game. I don't really have much to say about it. It is
I have a question for you about the game, because you play 2, right? You play Watch Dogs 2?
I play Watch Dogs 2, but I didn't finish Watch Dogs 2, and I dropped Watch Dogs 2.
All right, so you have a feel for the game, though, right?
Yeah.
From going to that game to this game, right?
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Character movement, drive, shooting, that much different, or is it very similar?
You bought.
You bought. Actually, you're botting.
Bro.
Actually, everybody's botting.
Yeah, am I botting too?
Oh, you're my bot? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody sounds like.
You straight now.
Are we good? Are we good?
Yeah, you good.
All right. My question was.
StreamYard. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I might switch to that after OBS, or I might have to do that. I downloaded it, but I didn't actually use it natively yet. But what were you saying? And it's probably the gameplay.
Apologize
so
for interrupting.
Yeah,
you're good. You're good.
It was all right. So you played Watch Dogs 2. You have a feel for it, even though you dropped it. But you played it enough to know how the game feels, right?
Absolutely,
so from going from that game to going to Watch Dogs Legion, in terms of like character movement, gun mechanics, driving, like how much different is it? Is it more of the same or? Slight differences.
There's some differences. I feel like it's probably refined because it's more closer to Watch Dogs 2 than it is to Watch Dogs 1. Because remember, I just finished Watch Dogs 1 and that later on that day went into Watch Dogs Legion. I played Watch Dogs 2 obviously like, last year or 2 years ago or something like that. But I feel like it's a little bit more refined. The biggest complaint on all Watch Dogs games is like control of vehicles and whatnot. But I feel like this time around, all vehicles controlled differently. And character movement and character control is a bit different because you're working with different characters, different NPCs with different skill sets. So that's going to vary. After the only thing
I got a question. It was
Story.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say somebody asked, is there like a skill tree? Like
Yes and no. Yes and no. And the reason why I say it because you don't upgrade. So you know how I told you
characters?
Yeah, you know how I said I had like 12 characters or so, right? I can't upgrade 12 characters and max them out. No, what you do is you pretty much get a bunch of tools that you get to buy and unlock, and then you can upgrade those tools, those weapons, those gadgets to max, but not any individual character. So
it's like a general. It's like a general.
Yeah,
like a general.
It's like a general. So each character has different perks that they can do, like things that they can summon. Like right now, I just the last thing I did was unlock this James Bond type dude who could summons his own like vehicle, and he has this like a smartwatch that can like GM guns and stuff. Like that's exclusive to him. But there are other devices that you can assign to other characters that you would have to put to a loadout, whereas he has that already, so but yeah, you don't max out any individual characters. You just max out gadgets that you can assign to any character when you spawn them in.
Story.
Luca, what'd you say?
How's the story?
All right, so the story, and that's the interesting part because we're not dealing with like a main character this time around, right?
Yeah.
So the story is really, it's pretty much since there's no main protagonist, the AI is pretty much the thing that's putting everything together. You have some AI and you have people that are on a recruitment, but it's pretty much about this group pretty much privatizing like the police. Is very political. It's not as serious in tone as the first game, but it's not as goofy as the second game. So it's like a happy medium. And right now there's a couple things that I uncovered. Like there's this moment where it was very sick. It's sort of fucked up, but I don't want to like spoil it. But one of the main characters, one of the main bosses, is her story arc is she's pretty much kidnapping people, and she's pretty much taking them and turning them to like personal Alexas. Like it's crazy. And they give you a backstory. You have to like break into her house and see what she did to her mom, which is really. I was getting a goofy vibe until that happened, which is it was like, damn, that's actually kind of sickening. But it was sort of sick though. But in terms of like my opinion on the story, I think the story so far is good, but there's multiple arcs. So it's not just one story. There's multiple arcs until you get to like the main thing that you want to do, because your personal goal on the mission is to find out who Day Zero is, and these are the people that killed like the main character at the beginning of the game, and they pretty much just transformed the city of London. So your main priority is find out who they are, but in between that there's multiple people who have their own agendas that are pretty much is an interference to DedSec and in the general public. So and you have to eventually go through them before you get to like Day Zero, because there are mini bosses who have sections of the map on lock, different propaganda shit you have to like get rid of, and restoring humanity to whatever normalcy sounds familiar. It's possible, but story arc is okay. I'm not completely done with it, so I can't really say if it's good or bad, but it goes with the gameplay. Gameplay is fun, and I don't find when I'm doing any dull. I think I'm doing something for a purpose. And there's a lot of freedom in the game. So
Cool, man.
No, like, it was cool just to see Smooth. Like, I mean, just to get in kind of like the spotlight. Shit, it was really cool to see him like actually just enjoying the game, like, and just like smiling and just like having a good fucking time with a game, and not in a challenge, stressing himself out. Given there was one time that he got frustrated, but I mean, other than that, shit, he was.
Oh yeah, because I locked myself in the damn house.
Yeah.
So I had to do a rescue mission, and I went in guns blazing, and I ran past a key that I would need to get inside the house. And what happened is how I got in the house is because one of the enemies NPC opened the door to come shoot at me. And so once I seen that he opened the door because I couldn't hack into it, I ran in and I killed everybody, but the doors closed and I didn't have the key to get out. So I had to hack multiple cameras so I can find a drone to get close enough to the key. It was just kind of ridiculous, but overall good. But if you guys have no more questions about Watch Dogs Legion, I mean, that's it. I'll have a video, dedicated to that tomorrow up. The game comes out tomorrow. I definitely recommend playing it. This was a game I was going to hold out for the Series X for, and I still plan on playing it on that because it will be supporting DirectX ray tracing, 4K ray tracing. It's one of those rare games that Xbox will have that will be supporting ray tracing at launch.
Yeah, so pretty much for this game, like Watch Dogs 1 and 2 were very like character driven and story focused.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what I'm getting with this game is, don't go into this game expecting some type of compelling story. Just go in there is more of like just have fun in the sandbox, like Just Cause or something like that.
Yes, it's very sandboxy.
I feel. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, like it's just like from what I'm hearing or like from what I'm getting, like it's not like so centered around like one singular person from like what you said, what Chris said. Like it seems that it's a more of like the personality of these people that you are interacting with every day. So like you're choosing which ones that kind of like fit the type of play style or what or what people will fit. Yeah, because the type of mission. So like you're going in and you're just like, all right, let me get this person because they could do this or do that. So it's just like I get why there's not like a specific skill tree that you could focus on. Mm-hmm. Like you're just focusing on more so like the gadgets or the trinkets that you could use in the world. So I mean so you could tackle things differently. Yeah. So like you're not just like a one man Swiss Army fucking knife and you're not just like doing everything. So I get it. Like it seems cool. Like,
yeah, there's missions
take
you can
away from
do
the story that you don't have.
Yeah, they made it
a singular person to focus on.
They made it work with the AI, dude. With the little AI bot that's assisting you is because that's the only way they could do it. Where no matter who you're using, they make everybody. You recruit all these people, so you go out to your hideout in your base, and all the people you recruited are there. And some of them are actually just in the public, walking around doing their daily thing until you call on to them. Because one of my dudes got freaking kidnapped and off like playtime. I wasn't even playing with him, or he was like I wasn't using him, but he got pretty much kidnapped off game time hours. Like I wasn't like he was nowhere. I didn't witness it. I just went into I went to go grab him just so I could show people I have somebody that has access to 6G. It was actually on the stream. I was like, oh, it says he's kidnapped. He's missing. And so I had to go find him. So, yeah, but the thing is that everybody, pretty much, everybody's kind of under this, this one mission to like, and they all have the same goal. And when you use different characters, they'll have different characters call in, and to do missions for like from people you recruited to, you could have just used them and then switch to somebody else to go back in the hideout, and then they want you to do something. They made it work. Like, so it's the story to what Chris said. It's not as serious as Watch Dogs 1, and that was a series a story that I actually appreciated, especially Act 2 in that game. But it's far, but I wouldn't call it. I know people wanted to point to like the Saints Row direction. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
All right, NickBanks, finally.
Yeah, man. They tried to hold me down. You know what I mean? I'm here though. What's up, fellas?
What's up,
What's
Nick?
up? What's going on?
What up? What up?
All right, so Nick, what you been up to?
Oh,
We're
Luca.
about to.
Yeah, what's up, Luca?
Yeah, Luca's here.
Oh shit.
But
What's up, your grace?
What's up, man?
All right.
But now that that's over, we can, let's get into the next topic, which is, CyberPunk 2077. And it's unsurprising but surprising delay.
Yeah.
Can I give everybody a timeline on the whole Cyberpunk thing? Oh, what's up, Bond? We got Black Bond here. All right, so
What's going on, everybody?
we've had multiple delays of Cyberpunk 2077. So Cyberpunk was announced in 2012. They first teased it in 2013. Initially, it was supposed to be released early this year, April 16th, 2020. They delayed it until September 17th, then from September 17th until November 19th, and now it's going to be December 10th, I believe, right?
Yeah.
After it went golden.
After it went gold. Yeah, so was
You
that
heard why
four
it's getting delayed,
delays?
right?
So what?
Yeah, it's because of
It's
the current gen consoles and
Yep.
shipping the game on all systems. They have to make sure that the game is optimized on everything, so it's going to take a little bit more work. So
That's kind of stupid, though. If it's ready for next gen and it's ready for PC, right? And the only thing
that's what they
that's
said.
holding
Right.
it back. Go ahead.
How is it stupid if people can't even find an Xbox or a PlayStation 5? There's way more Xbox Ones and PS4s out there. The game was initially announced for those systems. There's no way that they
Yeah.
would have shipped it out without being able to play it on the Xbox One and the
Yeah,
PlayStation 4.
you know why that like what Lucas said, like she has a point. Like the thing is that this game was specifically being made for for these consoles, and like further down into the development, they were saying like some next gen like capabilities came up, and I guess they thought like it would be good to like spread it across into next gen. And it's just like, but just like with the PS4 and the Xbox now, like they're going to be supporting these systems for at least 2 to 4 years into the next gen life cycle, just because that's where the bulk of the people are. So like, why would they think like, I mean, shit, if it's, I don't know, shit, if it's ready to go, let it go. But
Yeah.
I mean,
It's their best. It's for optics and it's for their bottom line and for their financials as well. There's just the CEO said they only get one chance to make a good impression, and they're like, okay, this is the best for us. We're just gonna release it all together on December 10th. If it comes out on December 10th, they don't delay it again. But
shit, if they don't
whatever.
delay it again. Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
Not only that, but look, a lot of people have been trying to upgrade and can't because of NVIDIA. And AMD just unveiled their new cards today. So at this point, December 10th is the absolute latest they can release the game, because anything beyond that, they're missing the holiday rush. But at this point, you might as, I mean, it sucks, but like I said, your people can't find video cards. AMD just released new video cards, so.
But that's not the reason.
My thing is, and Ashton, to answer your question, it's the selfishness in me that says that's stupid, because it's like, all right, you got 3 platforms that you can support on your targeted date of November 19th. Why not just do that and release the current gen ones on December 10th? Like, I understand that a lot of people can't get next gen. Wait, let me finish. Can't get next gen consoles and stuff like that, like day one and stuff. But if you think about it, what is CP 2077's like cap? What is their the maximum that they're going to sell at pretty much at release? What do you think they will do? Like, how quickly did The Witcher 3 sell, and how, like, I know Witcher 3 is at a lot now, factor 5 years, but what would they sell in a 3-week period?
But it's just like you got to think from a company
they'll sell
standpoint,
15 to
like,
20 million easy.
Yeah, like
in what, in 3 weeks?
That. Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
off of
they're
hype.
just trying to maximize it.
For 20 million in 3 weeks.
Nah, I don't think. I think it's gonna do insane numbers, but
it's multi-plat. There's a big base of there's a big
Right,
base of PC
It is
gamers and
not
console
doing
gamers.
$20 million,
No,
20 million copies.
No,
in
it's
3
in
weeks.
3 weeks. No way. It's not
So
doing
what, like
that. But
10?
it makes business
No,
sense.
not even 10.
That hold on, let me finish. It makes business sense that they need to release this on as much consoles as
Holy
possible
One,
to
the
maximize,
Ultimate Gamer
the-
said
you know, maximize
Twitter.com.
profits or whatever.
Holy One, the Ultimate Gamer
Me
said
personally, I would like them
Twitter.com.
to completely cut off
Hunter
the old
Affleck said, I'm
generation
jealous
because
as fuck
we
right now
obviously
that it
see
says
that
it
the
takes
game is way too
21 minutes
ambitious
to finish
for
downloading
current
6
gen
more
to the point
GB.
they
How
have
good
to-
is
they
your
had to cut
internet?
stuff
What the
out of the
heck?
game.
Mine takes like
You know,
5 hours
happened.
for like
Hold on,
5 to
guys.
6
Even
GB
when-
downloads.
Go ahead.
Something's like
But, yeah,
talking in
It's
my
coming
fucking...
in and out.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
is that
I
Nick
think that was
Dookie
Somebody
coming in?
fucking drunk, bro. Like,
Hold on.
But another thing is, you can see how Smooth is creating the situation. Smooth doesn't care about good games being good. He just wants everything out. Like, he gonna finish it anyway, though.
Clearly
really
believe
making
that
this
was
about
the
me?
point. But that being said, the next gen version of the game isn't even going to be like the patch isn't going to be available until sometime next year. So as it stands right now, it makes the most sense for them to wait for it to be done for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 before releasing it. Now, I am a bit concerned if they're using these extra 21 days to polish it up. I just want to know how the game is running on the current gen systems now. I'm feeling a little bit sketched about it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. For
Like,
me
I mean-
personally, I've lost a
good.
little bit of interest in buying the game day one now because it's like you've delayed it so many times. It's like asking a girl for a date and she keeps on like postponing the date. It's like at some point in time, I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna go on a date with somebody else, or
At some
or
point
play a
in
different
time,
game.
at some
Yeah.
point in time, if you postpone or cancel, you're cut automatically. There are no second chances.
I like that mentality. I like that mentality, man.
Literally had a girl.
When it comes down to this game right here, I'm
Yeah.
I'm interested in it, but I'm not gonna spend 60 day one. They delayed it so many other times. Like I have other games to play, so yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
Thankfully, games are different than girls. Like girls, I'm like, I was going out with the girl at dinner last week, and I was like, I'll see you tonight. She goes, maybe. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean maybe? She goes, maybe you will, maybe you won't. So I just canceled on her and brought another girl out.
That's it.
She
Ain't got
saw
time
the
to waste.
dinner. She saw the
playing these
dinner
games.
pics on. She saw the dinner pics on Instagram. She was not happy.
Yeah, but anyway,
Hold on.
I think
guys.
think it's funny.
Hold on. Wait. You guys can't hear anybody?
You can
I
hear
hear
everybody.
No, I'm talking about anybody
I hear
watching.
everybody.
The chat's fine.
All right, because
I
somebody
can
just
hear. I
said-
can hear it on my side.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
mean, like, I think it's funny how like the game went gold and then it went delayed. But the funniest shit that I saw is there's one person had tweeted the CD Projekt Red like literally like yesterday or the day before
Oh, yeah,
yesterday,
that dude, yeah.
and said, "Hey, can you guys fully confirm that this game will not get a delayed because I'm going to take days off of work?" And then the CyberPunk Twitter responded was like, "Yes, it's fully confirmed. We're not going to delay the game." And literally 20 hours later, hey, we delayed the game 3
Oh,
weeks. I
shit.
thought it
Yeah.
was funny
It's like
as fuck.
it's not even like the person behind that Twitter account's fault because like
Right.
actual employees for CD Projekt Red they found out with us. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird. If they're the
Yeah.
ones working on if they're the ones working on the game, how is it that like who delayed the game on behalf? Like if
producer?
like what if they were
upper management?
what if
upper
they were
management.
probably
Yeah,
what if they were prepared to deliver the game?
Nah, see, like
They
that
wa-
type
the
of shit.
producer determines that. Smooth.
yeah.
Yeah, like it happens in plenty jobs where you get like last minute bullshit sprung on you. So it's just like they were most likely as shocked as we are. I mean, hopefully, they weren't as like fucking like goddamn crazy sending death threats and shit to them. But I mean, like some people get really emotional over this shit.
Yeah.
So
It's just
Yeah,
like,
that
that's
was out
crazy.
here.
The death stress and shit like that. There's come on, people. It's like it's literally 3 weeks, and plus you have new generation consoles to you know what I mean, to fill your time up while you wait for Cyberpunk. Or
like,
there's
you
a lot
got
of games
other games
coming
to
out.
play.
Yeah, exactly. You got
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. You know, if you pick up a PlayStation, you got
Assassin's Creed.
I'm
Like,
just
I
saying
mean,
for the
it's
people who
still
want to play
another
those games.
game, though. Like
Assassin's
that's the
Creed.
point.
LOL.
It's just like,
Trust me, I'm
it's
not
just
into
another
it.
game.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
like, I
saying,
mean,
like-
he's just naming games that are coming out around.
Hey,
that
Beyond
time.
Light's coming. That's about to be hype as hell. So
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
play Destiny, man. Hit me up.
That's what
got
like
a whole
to hear.
I got a whole clan on Destiny ready.
Hey
We
man,
20 people
I've been
deep,
grinding
10
these
kills
last
deep
couple
each person. It's about to
days,
be
bro.
lit.
That's all I've been doing.
I've been on that game grinding.
Yeah,
Nah, they
I
posted
like here,
they
man.
did posted a death threat. They posted screenshots of like
Yeah.
the people who were wishing death
Yeah, they
upon them and
did.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
that's
That was awesome.
there
ridiculous.
actually was people wishing death on them because they delayed the game for 3 weeks.
No, though, but
You know.
but think about it when when The Last of Us 2 was shit delayed. People were wishing death threats on them. So like
It's only with certain developers, dog.
Yeah, that was around
Yeah.
that time, and that was around the time of the leak that everybody misinterpreted and all of that shit.
No,
So
Spartan. They said no. They delayed the game. Then people sent death threats. That's
yeah,
what happened.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
death threats can't delay the game.
Listen, the Spartan God is hearing whatever he wants to hear. He's got issues like that.
Oh yeah, we know. I've came at him multiple times. I'm being nice to him today.
Oh no, we're not saying that they delayed the game because of death threats. We're saying they got death threats because they delayed the game.
Luca, I got a question.
Yes.
Notice, do guys ever do death threats? I mean, are women?
Yeah. Yeah, Alana Pierce.
I'm talking about over video games.
Alana Pierce has gotten some, yes.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying, are women the ones issuing out these death threats?
No.
I can't
not for video games. No, not for women do wish death threats, but not for video games.
To all the guys watching, how come it's only men that act this way?
Man, listen.
Because a lot of men have childish mentality, especially in the gaming community.
Yeah,
they're
it
entitled.
doesn't make any sense
Like
to
they're
me.
strongly entitled. Like we see that a lot. Like so.
They have nothing going for them? I don't know.
Man children.
Women only give death threats.
Little dick energy.
But and here's also the other point I want to make. Y'all, there's a lot of women out there. Probably not. Luca probably doesn't give a damn. But there's a lot of women out there that say, "I don't like men that play video games," or "I won't date a man that plays video games." And
Yeah,
people,
But what does that have to do with Cyberpunk?
It doesn't have anything to do with it, but like I did actually get into I had a conversation with a couple of people on Twitter like this. At least in my age group, my female friends, they're not with the whole gaming thing. They think gaming can be lame.
Because of this. Some guys don't know how to act. So can we all as
It's
men?
not because of that.
No, it is.
No, it's because
to some extent,
women
there's
see
some
how
just
men
validity
act
to it.
over this crap and how crazy they are.
Yeah,
There's
they
some
act
women that
fucking
don't even
retarded.
like guys that watch sports. So I'm just saying,
Yeah,
as
that's
men,
true,
can
too.
we
hold up.
this down and not threaten people? That'd be good.
All right, let me say something to that though. Those females that Luca talking about, they don't know nothing about no death threats or that. It's an attention thing. Like most of those females, they want most of the attention.
No,
Look,
it's
if you're
mostly
doing
because of the
death threats
negative stigma.
online.
So.
If you're doing death threats online, what do you think you're doing in the real world?
Yeah, like it's that the
Yeah, but most of those dudes are pussy on
Yeah.
Exactly my point. So when girls see this in the real world, they're like, yo, I don't want to talk to a guy that plays games. This is how they act.
Well, they do that for sports too, though, dog. Like, so what's
I just said there are some women that don't like guys that watch sports.
Yeah.
So as men as a whole, whether PlayStation, whatever, can we stop threatening people's lives over electronic entertainment?
I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah.
That would be
But that looked like a text message though. Like that wasn't like that
doesn't
was.
matter what it is.
But I was saying, how you get his number, bro? Like.
Because like dudes out here turning into cyberpunks, bro. So they finding a way to give people information and shit. Like it's really fucking ridiculous. Like when you go into these lengths just to like find people, insult them, threaten them over a fucking video game. Like dog, like you have other games to play. Take your fucking ass outside, do something.
Yeah,
bro. Like, I don't know.
People take shit way too seriously. What's the y'all know Arc System Works, right? Like the fighting game developers for like Dragon Ball Fighters and Guilty Gear. They made a joke by saying that they changed they had their background changed to yellow and then they put anxiety, obviously making a joke because Cyberpunk, they have the yellow background and they got delayed or whatever.
Yeah.
And Guilty Gear got delayed too. And I guess some people were upset about that they had to come out and they had to apologize and delete the tweet. And I was like, bro, it's like people are so fucking like, I don't know, man. People are soft nowadays.
I think that shit's really gross, to be honest. Like the way people take really small things and blow it out of proportion. It's like, yo, that was definitely not a big deal. But it's something we've been seeing for years. I mean, remember the whole Colin Moriarty situation where he's like, peace and quiet.
Yeah.
And like everyone freaked out on him over nothing.
Yeah, he got completely blackballed in the industry. Like he has no connects at all.
But that's fine because he's making like $30,000 a month on his Patreon. So I'm sure he's perfectly fine.
Right, he's winning. He's winning.
Oh man,
he is.
So I'm sorry. Dope boy. So what else we got? There's a couple tidbits that came out.
Hold on. I want to bring up some numbers. Some
also no ray tracing on the PC version until next year.
Okay, so some earnings came out for both Xbox and for PlayStation. And these are for Xbox. It says overall gaming revenue is up 22% year over year. Content and services revenue is up 30% year over year.
Let's go,
Microsoft notes that Game Pass subscriptions, first-party software, and third-party game sales led to more growth metrics. And then for PlayStation 4, it says 1.5 million PS4s shipped. Is right now at 113.6 million lifetime. Gaming revenue is up 11% year over year. Operating profit up 61% year over year. Software digital ratio is 59%. 45.9 million PlayStation Plus subscribers, which is a new record, and then second best Q2 revenue ever for PlayStation. The reason why I bring it up is not for PlayStation, for Xbox, or any console or shit like that. It's because gaming for all platforms is doing very, very well. You know what I mean? So this is good. So this is good news for everybody.
Chris, say that again.
I said gaming for all platforms is doing very well, even for Xbox. Even though I don't agree with a lot of things that Xbox is doing.
Right.
What are they doing?
Numbers don't. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. That they're being self-sustained with their gaming revenue or whatever. Because I remember years ago, Kiss Move, I know you remember this. Remember the whole rumors about who was it? One of the CEOs of Microsoft, whatever, was thinking about selling off Xbox or like getting rid of it or some shit like that.
An executive.
An executive or whatever.
That was stupid.
Right. And then Phil Spencer was like, well, nah, let me see what I can do and let me try to turn shit around. So as far as revenue and shit like that, like, you know what I mean? Like they are turning shit around and stuff like that, to the point where Microsoft is, they literally let them have $7.5 billion to purchase Bethesda. So, they're backing Xbox up pretty well and stuff like that. And I want to see all three of these companies do well. You know what I mean? I want to see Xbox, like, I don't want to see Xbox go away. I just want them to see them to do better for what I like in gaming. You know what I mean? My selfish ass. But yeah, overall, great news for us gamers. Gaming ain't going away, and it's growing more and more. So.
Yeah, for sure.
We got some more Halo Infinite news. Another director from D4P leaves.
Let's hear about this. I heard about this like weeks ago, like that another major person would be reassigned and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then they
I heard now. Hold up, Smooth. Why you ain't break that news?
Because it's, to me, it was nothing to break. You know what I mean? It was like, it is what it is.
another guy leaving.
How is it nothing to break?
Because I don't. Here's the thing: when it comes to these type of news, with people leaving on like Halo and all this stuff. I think about all the people that talk, Halo, they say Halo 4 is trash, Halo 5 is trash, they don't like MCC and all this other stuff. Like at this point, to you guys, it shouldn't be that much big of a deal.
So
it's not a big deal.
Hold up, Smooth. So let me get this straight. You were sitting on breaking news for the past 2 weeks. But you ain't want to talk about it because you didn't want people making fun.
No. It was, to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like I didn't care. To me, it wasn't that big of a deal. Once what's name came in,
Joseph Staten.
Joseph Staten came right to clean up. All right, it's like, okay, so they're going to be taking somebody else is going to be stepping down. Now I thought it would be somebody else, but I knew it would be somebody major. I thought it was going to be somebody else. And so I was sort of like, I was sort of wrong of who it was, but I knew it would be somebody major, and it was either this dude who ended up stepping down or BR. So
I think this game's in huge trouble. This game is not going to be a great game.
I think
It might be a good game, but I think it's impossible for it to be a great game at this point.
Yeah, listen, I don't know who this Chris Lee guy is. I've never heard of him before, but hey, maybe it's a good decision to let him go. Maybe he was one of the reasons why this shit was going the way it was going.
Exactly what I was going to say.
But we'll see. But clearly, you know what I mean. And according to Jason Schreier as well from his reports, clearly there's been a mess and a lot of turmoil going on within 343 management and stuff like that, and how they're operating over there and whatever. And you could clearly see that when we saw Halo Infinite, right? And you know, because Halo Infinite looked rough, and it wasn't just Xbox haters like Kid Smooth likes to think that it was just picking on Halo Infinite. No, that shit just looks rough, right? To the point where it's like, yeah, it needed to be delayed, and this is good, right? This is a good thing that Microsoft is delaying the game, because this imagine the 69 Halo coming out at launch. That shit would have been crazy.
It looks sort of like how Gears 4 looked when they released that beta, the multiplayer beta, and it was missing all those textures. And
I have the unpopular opinion, but I don't care. I think Halo Infinite could have launched this year. I'm just saying. No. I'm sticking by it. I'm sticking by it.
I mean,
you can stick to it.
Like, yeah, you can stick to that. But it's just like visually, like, I mean, yes, it has some issues. But I think like with a lot of these people leaving, like just the two people that already left, like I think it's just like on a creative level. Like maybe they trying to do something that's just not gelling with everybody, and everybody is just in conflict. So it's just like, I mean, hopefully they figure that shit out. Like,
pretty sure somebody when Joseph came in there.
Can we just be honest and agree that 343 is not a good developer?
Hold up.
I can't say that they're not.
No, that's a different discussion. Like I was gonna say,
I don't know why people keep skirting around the issue.
What do you mean good? What do you mean good?
I mean, any developer that puts out a game that could put out an 87 or an 85 rated game,
right?
I don't think they would consider that bad.
Look, and all the coalition and all 343 did was copy off of the work of the prior developer.
Is that easy?
They're not going to take the franchise beyond what the prior original developers are
going. But is that easy?
No,
though?
but
I think. Hold on, Corey. Let me ask him a question on that. Go ahead, bro. But I think it's more harder to sustain a bigger franchise with a studio like 343. Like on the level that it was with Bungie. Of course, we know they're not better than Bungie, so that's why I think, it's a lot of issues or whatever. But
I think the games perform better than Bungie, but that's just me. Ashen Luca, what are your thoughts on 343?
I think it's concerning that they keep losing people who are in major positions, to be honest. But as it stands right now, we really don't know anything. I mean, there's been the rumors and reports going on that the development process is looking a little shaky, as per Jason Schreier, but we're going to have to wait and see. Honestly speaking, I would be a little bit concerned if I was a Halo fan with all the reshufflings going on. And the fact that the game was supposed to release for this November for the launch, and they didn't have anything else lined up. And then they were considering just pushing it, but then they're like, okay, no, we're just going to delay it and everything. I'd be concerned.
Weren't they going to do like only single player or only multiplayer?
Yeah, that was the rumor.
They were going to release it like, they were going to like piecemeal it.
Well, technically they can do that since the multiplayer is free to play.
Yeah, but like I know that hardcore Halo fans do not want that. They want the
you want a complete game with everything.
But if the multiplayer is free to play, so then what are you paying for? So if the multiplayer is free to play, which is going to be like free to anyone like that has an Xbox or PC. I mean, it doesn't need to be paired with the campaign. It's going to be probably a separate download.
Well, here's the thing. That's not the point. The point is, it's like.
It's not a good book.
What people expect from Halo, like what everybody expects from Halo, like when I used to play Halo, like back in the day, is that Halo always came out with a great campaign and a great multiplayer at one time. You know what I mean? So it's like you're looking at the next Halo, especially for like next generation. Like you're looking forward to like the complete package, and not just have half the game release and then the other half come later on down the line and stuff like that. Like you want the full experience.
You mean like
to the
Last of Us?
campaign and with the multiplayer.
There's a difference. There is a stark difference there. Halo is more known for its multiplayer. Last of Us is known for its single player. So if they tried to listen, I understand that people were upset about them delaying the multiplayer. I get that, but The Last of Us is hailed for its single player mostly.
Right,
Well, I
and
mean, like,
Halo's held for both.
Yeah,
for both.
I would
'Cause, like
say
it has like a really great story, and it's just like that. Like I feel like that's why people just don't want it done that way. Like you don't separate an experience like that. Like you don't cut it into parts like that, especially for Halo. Like I mean, some people like who only play multiplayer, yeah, they'd be fine with that shit done across Halo and Call of Duty. Like to be honest with you, like because they already showed that like a lot of people don't complete Call of Duty campaigns. That's why they did fucking Black
Warzone.
Ops. What was that? 4 like that, or was it Black Ops 3? It was one of the futuristic ones or some shit.
Oh, 4, yeah. 4 didn't have a single player.
Coke Boy.
I have a question for you guys though. So
up?
do you guys think that the reason why there's so much turnover is because somebody from an executive from Xbox came down and put a hit on everybody and said, listen, this is the direction that we're going in. If you guys can't get down with it, just get the fuck out of here now. Just resign.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
think he got fired.
You see what your competition is doing, and then you look at what you're doing, and then you say, this isn't good enough. Straight up.
I mean, all right, you got a point. This is the thing that's disappointing about 343, because 343, if you guys don't know, 343 is huge. It's big. It staffs a lot of people, and they're not pushing out content in the way they should be for them to be technical. They're Xbox's biggest first party studio. They're supposed to be the biggest moneymaker, and they're just not pulling their weight. And when you consider that, it's a little bit embarrassing because I know Bond uses he makes fun of Coalition and 343 for not being able to carry Gears of Halo, but I think Gears is doing a wonderful job.
Coalition's doing way better than 343.
Yeah. If you think about Coalition in the time since Halo 5, right? Coalition has put out 3.5 Gears games.
The only complaints the Coalition get is people don't like the new characters, and that has nothing to do with their gameplay mechanics.
Yeah. The multiplayer is looking a little shaky as well for Gears 5.
Yeah, that multiplayer has always been trash.
Damn.
Nah, not Gears 2,
I'm not
Gears 3.
I can't play Gears multiplayer.
Especially
so
Gears
I
3.
can't say
Gears 3
shit on it.
multiplayer was fire.
I'm about to say I don't know what's the difference in the multiplayer. They do some tweaking, but it's still Gears. Like I feel like if you know how to play Gears multiplayer, where Gears 1, 2, 3, they play the same. Like I don't know.
No,
what
not 3.
changed.
3
they added.
3 had a different feel to it. Like if you go from 2 to 2 was a lot more weightier than 3. Because I remember I was playing Gears Online heavy back then, but going from 2 to 3. You could tell 3 was like it felt like it was like a new engine almost. Like
but each Gears there was a new irritation of the engine. So like I think the most different Gears multiplayer was Judgment, and that's because they added all this verticality. Like they were having you jump from roofs and shit like that. It kind of just threw like the player base off. But yeah, no, I like I said, I like 343 because I like the way their Halo games look and perform, but I'm not gonna they're not Xbox's best studio, and they have all their studios. They've had the most trouble with whether it be turnover, whether it be getting content out, and it's unfortunate, and they need to do something about it because when you look at this, right, they're in a console generation, right? Halo hasn't been out. They haven't put out a Halo in 5 years, and you don't miss the Series X launch. You don't like if the entire Xbox Microsoft platform is relying on your game like to launch. To the point all the marketing regarding, I don't know if you guys have been watching commercials, but all the marketing regarding Xbox Series X has been centered around Halo Infinite. Expensive marketing. It's so expensive that they didn't pull any of it. They still keep the Taco Bell. Yup, still Halo. Power Your Dreams, still Halo. Every marketing thing that campaign that they have still features Halo. Even Halo, the box. The box. It still has Halo Infinite on the box. So it's just like, crazy. Dude, you guys, like, you don't do that, bro. It's like, so yes, repercussions need to be met. I feel like more changes are probably coming. More changes need to be made. I feel like, I feel like, honestly, it's gonna sound messed up, but I feel like soon as like they close this ZeniMax deal, they need to send Bonnie Ross to that mobile studio, bro. Like that.
Which is crazy because like that guy, I think his name is what's his name, Brad Sam.
Yeah.
I think that journalist guy.
Yeah.
He said a couple of days ago, he's like, yo, I've been hearing that there's supposed to be, some shakeups at 343. And then this news comes out about the director leaving and stuff like that. So yeah, man,
that's why I asked you guys the question. Don't you think somebody from not Microsoft, but somebody from Xbox came in there and said, yo, we're making some changes. We don't like what you guys did. You had 5 years to make a really good game. You guys haven't produced any results. We're gonna change it. If you guys don't want to go in the direction that we want to go in, just resign right now and leave.
I mean, you can see just like how the shit is shifting in there, like just like the approach and everything, and them calling it off under the scrutiny of like just the community as a whole. That's like, I mean, obviously somebody came up in there and was like, "Look, yo, shit, we gave y'all the time to fix this shit right after Halo 5. Like, y'all ain't do it, so I mean, your ass got to bounce." Like, so they bounced them motherfuckers out of there.
Okay, so they came down where they was at home. I think they trusted this guy, Chris.
There was a Zoom meeting. They had a Zoom meeting. Yeah,
they had a Zoom meeting. But I think because of that, like, they trusted Chris. Like, man, how's it looking, man? He like, I'm gonna send it. The file was probably too big to send. I don't know, something. And
Chris what's also wild?
Green lighted this gameplay, and everybody.
Yep, they got in his eyes.
I think he got fired.
Jay Rudy, he didn't get fired. He said the dude got let go. They gave him the courtesy to leave before being fired. Yep, he's still with Microsoft.
He's still with Microsoft,
but he ain't with 343. They say you ain't never work on a Halo again. They probably bring his ass over to the Rare and make another fucking unnamed Connect game or some shit.
Not like this, guys.
Stop that.
So I mean, whatever they do, I hope it's for the best. Because I want Halo Infinite to be great. I want it to be awesome. And
no, you don't, because you didn't want them to delay it.
I didn't want it delayed. So what? I didn't want it to be delayed. Yes, I did want to play this November. No, but the thing is, because I don't think you guys look at the trailer and you guys go for a trailer and all you guys do is think it's Craig and you see Craig and you think, oh, the game is bad. I don't think that they have a bad product.
If you wanted it to be great, you wouldn't have had a problem with the delay.
Hashtag make Halo great again.
No, but you're assuming that what I saw was bad.
Those textures were looking a little shaky, man. I don't know,
guys. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of people can see that shit, but I agree. Like Microsoft, they can't afford to have a mid Halo. They can't afford to have a Halo.
Well, yeah, I call all their games mid, so I don't understand. So I don't know.
Yeah, but this is supposed to. But who cares about? Take away the haters of Xbox. Move
everyone.
They can't afford to have a mid Halo. Like Halo is supposed to set standards. It's supposed
I play Halo the most out of everybody on this podcast.
You do.
I looked at that and said, "Yo, this ain't looking good, bro."
Yeah, even the biggest problem nobody's talking about. And here's what I'm worried about. $7.5 billion is an unprecedented amount of money to pay for a studio, developers, or whatever. We can all agree to that, right?
Yeah.
A part of me feels like, how bad must the situation have been that a $7.5 billion purchase was green light?
That's true.
You think this is
No. Bond, you have to remember, heading before the purchase, it was slow. There was no good news about Xbox before that purchase was made.
That's what I'm saying.
It was bad. It was that bad.
How behind are their developers, and how bad is the situation that they literally had to spend that amount of money?
They
Well,
had
I don't think
the
it's a
developers are
bad thing.
behind because
I
the
don't
games
think
aren't
it-
coming out for a while. Some
They
of
had
these
no
games.
Yeah,
content
should
until next year.
at least like a 1 or 2 years like content won't be seen for some of these developers that they got. But it's just like even back in the 360 age of Xbox, like a lot of the titles or the support they got were third party. Like they really didn't own much. So shit is just like, and they really weren't getting supported going into the Xbox One. They were about to axe them. So I mean, it's just like that. Those types of moves, like I mean, now that they're actually getting support from the big wallet, I mean, the shit makes sense. Like they need it. Like it's not like Sony don't need it because they've already built it. You feel me? So
Yep.
this is like for Xbox, it's just like they haven't. Like they've always been paying people to make shit for them. Then they're just like, oh here, oh shit, you can't make anything for us? Fuck, now we're screwed. And it's just like, all right, well, you have to like start putting some effort towards solidifying shit that you own. So
The biggest shocker for me is that there's no Forza game at launch. That's like honestly like the biggest shocker for me.
Oh, that game's gonna be a graphical masterpiece.
Yeah,
but isn't it supposed to be a free to play Forza though?
No,
I know.
Not free to play.
It was supposed to be like, or maybe not free to play, but didn't they say something about the next Forza? It has no title. It's supposed to be
it's just because they're rebooting the franchise.
Reboot or something like that.
They're rebooting it. Okay, that's what it was. All right. My bad.
Because it's going to be on a new engine, and that's why there's going to be no Forza Horizon 5 in probably a couple years because it's going to be running off the same engine, just modified for open world gameplay. That bothered me the most during the July event because when they showed Forza, I was like, awesome, but this shit is not coming out at launch nor within the first 6 months of release. So that's what kind of threw me off there. But the no Forza. That's why I feel like it was important to have, like, even if they didn't have no Forza, I think, and I feel like Flight Sim should have been that simulator there at launch. Then, like at somebody.
No.
Yes.
First of all, there's no flight sticks available.
Doesn't need to be.
The new Xbox. Yes,
like they already
Bro, are you
said
serious?
that the
Yeah, but they can come out with one
Bond.
Bond. I'm sure they're gonna come out with a flight.
Bond is
stick.
a PC guy, yo. Y'all gotta understand. He's a PC guy.
No, I know, but
he's
I'm
familiar
sure,
with it.
Right, I know, but I'm sure when Flight Simulator finally does come to the Xbox,
Yes, they will have a flight stick.
Yeah.
But there is not one yet, so you just can't release that game without a flight stick.
Yeah, nobody ever played it with a
already-
mouse and keyboard, dog. Like not even.
No, they said that some
let
folks
alone a
played it
controller.
with a controller. Like they said, like they just like there are levels to it where you can overly complicate it to the realistic.
The game is
controllers.
utter pointless on a controller or a
Look,
mouse.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna fucking play it. I'm just saying I've watched people talk about it, and like the Alana Pierce, I think she played it with a controller, and I think I don't know.
You said Paris played it with a controller?
Alana Pierce.
No,
I was about to say.
I didn't say Paris.
Before you even move on,
I don't know.
I might have to look at that.
But I'm just
Is
saying, I'm
Paris
just watching
that bald
who
guy?
covered the game. Who?
Yeah, he's the
I
black bald guy.
don't accept any opinions of bald black people when it comes to games.
Oh my
Come on,
god.
bro. Stop
Okay,
this.
bro.
Stop
But
this,
like
man.
the point still stands is that like I mean some people simplified it and they dumbed it down and they played it with a controller. So I mean it can be done. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it can be done, but I'm sure it's like severely limiting. You know what I mean? Compared to what you can do.
Oh
with,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
I mean, so they
flight-
said they enjoyed it. So I mean, like I'm just taking their word on it. Like they enjoyed it. Like,
Alana Pierce is compromised, all right?
All right, before we get on to the next topic, I want to say shout out to the 266 people watching. But damn it, can you guys help the engagements? We only have 76 likes and 6 dislikes. That's not good enough. So hit that like button, hit the dislike button, and share. Do something.
Did you like or retweet my video today?
Excuse me, I was at work, bro.
Dislike. I hit that dislike button.
I was at work. So like, yeah, there's a lot of people's vids I have to catch up on today. I didn't even watch like everybody's Xbox unboxings today. Mostly because I was under distress, but
Damn. Come on, Smooth.
Man,
nigga said,
hey man, I don't agree with Bond, man. I think Smooth deserves a free Xbox.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
do,
does.
man.
Yes, he does.
Yo, I know when Smooth see Neo GameSpark with an Xbox, he had a conniption.
Like I didn't even know. Like that's crazy.
When he
That's
told me a
wild.
month, when he told me a month ago he was on that, he's like, "Smooth gonna be mad." I'm like,
Nah,
"Oh,
what was
you know
shocking to me was when I seen Paris with the PS5. I said, yeah, the world has come to an end.
Well, I mean, he's
That's
not an
insane.
Xbox dude. Like he's always.
I know he's
Not
not.
about that,
Yeah,
fellas.
He was
Not
he was,
about that.
he was really like, I don't know, the stuff he was saying about Sony is like, oh, I don't know. I'm not even gonna go there. It was hilarious seeing.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
he
don't
was
know,
shitting on
bro.
Sony a lot before.
I think that
And that-
anytime anyone is critical about anything, and it's
Yeah.
regardless of
Exactly.
platforms, people are automatically going to assume that they're a fanboy of whatever platform. When it's
Yeah.
just like,
Right.
you guys got to stop applying your fanboy and this trash community logic to influencers who are not in this community. You know?
But that's
Yeah.
why Paris
Like they
got a
don't know nothing of this
PS5 because
community.
he trashed the PS5.
Yeah, he trashed it and he pulled out the black card. He said
Yeah,
they were
yo.
racist.
Yo,
He
it's-
pulled
What did he
out-
say that?
Shit, he pulled out a fucking
No.
whole PC. Like the dude games on everything. So it's like shit, he pulls out switches out his ass.
Yeah, but that doesn't
He
mean
literally games
anything
on everything.
though. Like I'm not saying anything about Paris because I personally don't know him.
Mhm.
But there are a lot of
bald and black. That's all you gotta
fanboys
know.
who have
What
multiple
the fuck
consoles.
is him being bald?
But they still
Okay,
they still
well,
And
put
my,
out
and my
platforms.
thing is, and my thing is, if it was just the black card, there's plenty of black content creators who have pulled the, well, maybe I didn't get this because I'm black,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they haven't gotten anything. So I don't.
I haven't
think
seen anybody else on the internet
mean,
on
and-
this side do that though. That's
No,
the thing. They got it
there's
because they got
actually-
it.
There's actually a conversation thread today with King Thrash and everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
With him tagging everyone saying, why didn't these black content creators get it? Oh, it's
Oh, I
probably
didn't see
because they're
that.
black, you know. So
Oh,
I'm just
shit.
saying, it's like.
Damn.
Whatever reputation that Paris has, clearly it's a positive one because he got a fucking Xbox and
Oh,
a
he
PlayStation
does. I
5,
won't
so-
take anything away from him in terms
I mean,
of,
I don't
of him
he-
having a positive influence in the
he's-
community.
the thing
He
is,
definitely
though,
does put out good content. He's a good guy, but
He's
I don't know some of the tactics that some of these people were using is like, come on, it's
But
not
the
that
thing
big
is,
of a deal. Just
see,
get a console early.
I understand why, like, you know, some of the people got like Paris is like Gamer Tag Radio. They're he's been around for not saying he's the biggest on but he's
radio is more Xbox centric.
yeah, he's been not even that. It's just like he's
It's not
been
even that.
around like with the higher ups from like just the old days. So he knows a lot of people. They have a lot of pull. So I don't compare him getting one to like, let's say, a larger YouTube channel or a smaller YouTube channel, because it's like I'm trying to think of somebody else who like. Yeah, I think Paris gets the same type of like, you know, respect that like Ryan McCaffrey gets, even though he's not as big, but he's well known. He's
Ryan
well
McCaffrey
known.
is bigger.
If
He's
you
bigger
were
within
to
the
make a
community.
video saying I'm switching to PlayStation, they would put Phil Spencer on a private jet to your house.
That would be fucking hilarious.
We can't lose Kid Smooth.
Smooth, why didn't Tick get one though? Like, didn't he
Cal?
one of the first? Yeah, Cal. He was one of the first ones.
I don't know. I really don't know. You would have to ask him that. Because I think.
Go ahead.
No, I would say you could say the same thing about, you know, the Iron Lords team.
Sure.
But when you think about it, like not everybody on RDX got one. You got obviously, you know, Code.
Diller.
You have Diller. Rand. I was expecting Rand to get one. It was just like, how could he not? And then when you look at, I know Spawn Wave got him, but not everybody in the Spawn cast got it. You got Spawn Wave. Obviously, he's the larger name of them. In that core.
You see what Blandrew said in the chat? He said they hit a black limit.
They got a black limit. They're going to send it to 10 black creators, and that's it.
No, because
you know, it's actually
Saga, she got one too.
It's actually super like dismissive and disrespectful to just automatically assume people got shit because they're black, because that actually is doing more damage than anything. You know.
Exactly.
So like, I fucking hate the black card, the quote unquote black card. I hate people saying, well, it's because I'm black, or this is because I'm black. I hate that shit, especially when it comes to stuff that doesn't matter. This is fucking gaming. We have real issues going on in the world. Cut it out.
Right. I agree.
I'm black. Give me a free PlayStation and
That's annoying.
Right. They was saying that with PlayStation, but look, they got what's his name, Travis Scott doing the marketing. They send the PS5 to I just heard of him last week. Marquise Brownlee, which has like 6 million subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, but like, Xbox, I mean, so PlayStation went with Travis Scott. Xbox should have went after Drake, bro. You don't go to Snoop Dogg. Like, come on, man.
Bro, Snoop Dogg's been
you can't afford me.
Snoop Dogg has always been a fan of Xbox. Like,
yeah, Snoop Dogg's an Xbox.
So
he's really a fan.
He's been the shit around Xbox for a grip. So that's why Travis Scott, I don't know that man's history. So I mean, hey. So,
but they say he's a big PlayStation guy.
Yeah,
so I mean,
a lot of younger people.
Yeah, exactly.
He's very influential.
Yeah, he's bigger than Snoop Dogg now currently.
Is he the one who did that Fortnite?
Yep.
He was.
He did the Fortnite concert. Yep. He also had his own. Bro, the dude had his own. The dude had his own McDonald's meal.
McDonald's.
Yeah, don't worry. That meal was not special. It was a regular. That meal was so stupid and people fell for it. It was a regular meal with barbecue sauce, bro. Like, I was like, really?
It was what?
I don't know. I never tasted it.
All they did was add a side of barbecue sauce and a Sprite. That's the meal.
But smooth. It was cheaper than a regular quarter pounder. That's why I liked it. It was $5.
You bought it?
Yeah, I bought that. No, the quarter pounder was like a quarter pounder with cheese is like $8.
I had too much pride going to the drive-thru and be like, yeah, let me get that Travis Scott meal.
Bruh, if Xbox, I feel like Xbox should have went with like a Drake. I feel like PlayStation is more like hip to like in terms of like marketing, so it was smart for them to get Travis Scott. You got to go get like a fucking Drake or a fucking sort of like revive Tupac hologram and do that shit. I don't know, like do something. Like you got to one up them. Like I mean, Snoop Dogg.
You're gonna have an Xbox commercial playing All Eyes on Me.
Like they weren't doing that to like. To kind of like one up them. It was his birthday, so they sent him that shit. And he's also been on Twitter and he's complained about like Xbox Live being down and shit. So like I mean, he was just showing him love. Like so Travis Scott, like that's like, and you know that like Sony had deals with Fortnite and shit. Yeah. So even with that, like I mean, like it makes sense of their deal, like being with Travis Scott.
Yeah,
it just does.
I mean.
Smart marketing though. I think the commercial was dope.
Some other engagements.
I didn't even watch it. What the fuck happened in it?
No, he just sat there and push the on button. His face turned white and air hits him in slow motion.
Whoa! Hold on.
I shared that in the DMs, man. You gotta.
Okay. So I'll look at it.
It's nothing.
Because once you said that he pressed the button and his face turned white, I was like, I don't know.
Nah, smooth line.
He didn't turn white. Yeah, no, I wasn't really a fan of the trailer, commercial, whatever, but it's not marketed towards me and my age group. So
yeah, of course.
Right. And then they showed off the what was it? Those Nikes with the PlayStation logos on it.
Nike collab with the PlayStation. Travis Scott. Like a lot of people are into that stuff. So see him in that commercial was like, oh shit, Travis Scott playing PS5. I'm gonna play PS5 too. Like so, that's how it is.
Like you know how PlayStation is so ingrained in the culture. Is this like even with some of the there were like where they got the vaporwave PlayStation 1s and shit like that with the purple drink and all of that. Like PlayStation is ingrained in hip hop, like it's ingrained in like that part of culture. So it's just like they're definitely
because you got to remember it's Sony, and Sony has their own record label, right? For like music and hip hop and pop music and all that stuff. So,
so I mean it makes sense, bro. Like it makes sense, and they've been around for so fucking long. Like I mean, you had Wu-Tang dudes wearing fucking PlayStation shirts. So I mean, like it makes sense, bro.
Oh yeah, Wu-Tang actually had a game too.
Yeah. Shaolin style,
and it's worth a lot of money right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can't find that shit anywhere.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
Couple of things I also want to read off something. A couple things I also want to get Ash and Luca's thoughts on a lot of things. I'm going to ask her some repetitive questions she's probably answered already.
If you're good.
A post from Jason Ronald earlier today. He says, after 500,000 plus hours of testing, we're excited to share that all Xbox 360, and Xbox One games playable on Xbox One today, except for a handful that require Kinect, will be available and look and play better on the Xbox Series X and S at launch. Thoughts on that?
Well, that's exciting. I'm a huge fan of backwards compatibility, so I'm looking forward to seeing how some of these older titles look. on the Xbox Series S and X. Mostly the X because I'm getting an X. So
okay, so when they say that all the Xbox, like the original Xbox, because I remember them saying that there was only like 41 titles available for backwards compatibility.
Remember how
when it
I was
comes to
telling
the
you
OG Xbox.
Yeah, so
right?
all the ones
So
that are currently playable on
all
Xbox
of them
One.
now?
No, the ones that everything that's playable on the Xbox One.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So
like they said, some of the Connect titles are like the Connect titles period can't be like played or some shit like.
Right. So everything that you can play on the Xbox One is also going to be day one there on the Series X.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Ashton, Luca, you did a video, and maybe some of us haven't seen it, or maybe some of them don't know. You said moments ago you were getting an Xbox Series X.
Yes.
Why are you getting an Xbox Series X, given the circumstances that we all know about? What's driving you, or not? I want to say what's driving you. Let me ask this a better way. What's pushing you to get an Xbox Series X and the best of all at launch?
Destiny, baby.
Destiny
4K 60. There we go.
What circumstances are we talking about?
Lackluster launch.
Not having any
lackluster launch.
Games.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so here's the thing. I understand that like this is a popular topic on Twitter and podcasts. The whole I have no reason to buy an Xbox and why should I buy an Xbox? All that extra shit, right? My thing is clearly fucking Phil Spencer and them don't care if you buy an Xbox or not. They're all like, listen, you could play our games on PC. And it's going to be mobile. And we got xCloud. Like, they don't care when you play the games as long as you play the games, right? So me personally, Xbox is my primary platform. I'm on Xbox because that's where I play with the majority of my friends on a regular basis. And that's why I'm getting one. And that's it. And I also want to play Destiny at that 4K 60, baby, okay, without having to worry about the enormous cheating problem on PC when it comes to Destiny 2. Shout out to Bungie for having the worst anti-cheat in existence. None of my fucking business, I guess, whatever.
It's not as prominent as it once was. I play on PC. It's
bro,
not
dude, it's still fucking bad, bro. Stop, bro. It's still, listen, listen, we've all seen the videos from the major content creators. It's still really bad, dude.
Yeah.
So it's just like, especially in trials and competitive, which I don't even understand why people.
There's definitely cheaters in trials for sure. Yeah.
Which is like the major PvP playlist, and which is heavily declined over the last couple of weeks because of lack of incentive and because of the cheating issue on PC. But anyway, I digress. So I'm getting an Xbox Series X to play with my friends and to play Destiny 2 with my friends, and then play whatever other title that comes out with my friends. And I feel like I don't even have to justify myself to a lot of the people in this community who are full of spite, just full of spite when it comes to this stuff. If you have a PC, stick to PC. If you have a PlayStation 5 or you're getting a PlayStation 5, stick to PlayStation. It's that simple. It doesn't matter.
Right, exactly.
I think everybody should just be. I think people should be happy with their purchase.
Exactly.
You purchase what you want for your reason. So
yeah, and if
people troll.
And like this Alex person in the chat's like is having friends an exclusive. I don't know. Is it I have friends. Do you? I don't know if that's like the same
what kind of dumb man?
Done. Hold on. I'm not done yet.
Bro.
Not done yet. Okay. I'm on a roll now. First of all,
no.
First thing I want to say, I fucking hate when these losers ask me,
Get him.
what I'm spending my money on. Is it your money? No, bitch, it's mine. Unless you're buying my shit, shut the fuck up, okay?
Damn.
No, that's what I was going to say.
You know what I said, Luca? How they get out of pocket with women?
That's what I'm saying, dog. Yeah. And then secondly, I plan on buying a PlayStation 5 for Demon Souls. Okay?
Let's go, baby.
And
let's go.
Demon Souls. My thing is, I don't know. Listen. Like, I hate to do it to him like this, but I can afford to get both systems. It's not a problem for me. Is it for y'all? So it's like, I'm just saying, man. And I've multiple times throughout the years, I have bought a full system for one game. I don't have any issues or trouble doing that. So I plan on getting an Xbox for Destiny. I'm gonna get a PlayStation 5 for Demon Souls. Now, if y'all have any links so I can get this fucking PlayStation 5? Please let me know. I am thirsty.
BG
right
got
now.
some extra ones. BG got some extra ones.
I think Persona does.
Persona,
but
yeah.
I was been trying to say that
she ain't telling you to spend money on her.
Doesn't have to justify why she wants to buy an Xbox. It's her money, it's her prerogative. Like I can't stand people. It's like, well, it's the same thing with me. It's like, well, why are you getting a PS5? Because I want to play the Demon's Souls remake and I want to play the better version of Spider-Man.
Like, I'm trying to fucking play this Demon's Souls, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I don't give a just because that's not enough reason for you to pick up a PS5. I don't give a fuck. It's enough reason for me to pick up a PS5.
I will say this though.
Go ahead, Bon.
Y'all buying new consoles for old games.
I mean,
Miles Morales is an old game.
I mean, it's
the old Spider-Man game.
Yo,
it's a PS4 game.
I mean, he's not wrong. But first of all, I'm Xbox baby. We play old games.
Hey man, she the queen of Xbox, baby. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, man,
I mean, like the biggest thing is like maybe it's like an age demographic sort of thing too. Maybe these people who are like, you play systems for friends. Maybe they're old as dust and they don't get it. But I play my systems for my friends. So. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't get it, man.
That's a huge part of the system. It's like the social interaction. So if most of your friends are on one platform, you're gonna tend to lean towards that platform. You know what I mean? Like all of my friends are on PlayStation, so but that's not the only reason why I prefer PlayStation. But that's one of the main reasons why I still game on PlayStation.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Ashton Luker. Make sure you hit where it says right below it, where it says hashtag Watchdogs Legion. If you're watching on a desktop, you should see subscribe to our guest, the Ashton Luka, and a YouTube link right below it. So you can hit that to subscribe, check the content
Make
out.
sure you guys drop likes as well. We only have 113 likes on this stream, and we have 282 people in here. Make sure you guys drop likes. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Luca for the very entertaining rant. Got everybody riled up inside that chat. R.I.P. Alex.
Like, okay, and another thing, like, at least my people at this point, because I have a mix of PlayStation and Xbox guys in my chat, right? They don't fucking ask me stupid questions anymore. They leave me alone. They're like, listen, this tiny bitch is gonna go on a tirade. We don't want to hear it. Okay, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to deal with it, so we're gonna leave her alone. So most people leave me alone when it comes to this stuff. PlayStation guys are typically cool with me. Xbox guys are cool with me. I don't have to worry about it one way or another at this point because they know better, you know?
And Nintendo guys are too young for Luca.
I don't even know who any Nintendo guys are. Where are they? I haven't seen them since the Labo situation.
Hey, shout out Blandrew.
Where's Blandrew? He's in the chat.
Hey, we gotta get Blandrew, man. I want smoke in Mario Kart, bro.
Blandrew, my guy, but he be saying a lot of wild ass shit on Twitter, man.
Sometimes I fuck with Blandrew. Blandrew the man.
My guy.
They want to all right, Dope Boy. What do we have next? There's a couple of things. I know PlayStation said they sold a lot of PS5s, right?
Oh yeah, so I actually did a video on this. By the way, I am making content, so if y'all wanna, check it out, whatever. I'll drop the link later. But Jim Ryan came out and confirmed that within the first 12 hours of the PlayStation 5 pre-orders going live, that they had already outdid what the PlayStation 4 did in its pre-orders for the first 12 weeks. So to put things in perspective, by the end of October in 2013, the PlayStation 4 had already sold around 1 million pre-orders, right before it came out, because it came out in November 15th. So what they're saying is that the PS5 already surpassed that within the first 12 hours, which is, I mean, it's not a shocker. Like the PlayStation momentum is super strong right now. Like PlayStation 5 is in a much higher demand than what the PS4 was. And they're talking about how by the end of the fiscal year of next year that they're estimating, right? We don't know if this is going to be true, but they're estimating at least 10 to 12 million PS5 consoles sold. So to put that in perspective, by the end of the fiscal year of the PlayStation 4, in that same time frame, it had sold 5.3 million. So they're expecting to to do double that, but that's fucking insane, bro. That to do that shit in just 12 hours, like
I'm
this
not
shit is gonna
surprised.
Man,
Yeah, shit, I'm not really surprised.
Hopefully they have the
Yeah,
supply
you're right.
to meet the demand.
they
They
must
need that supply.
Yeah.
they must have made those estimates before the Bethesda purchase.
But you gotta
It
understand, though.
definitely still would have done
I'm
those
sorry, I
numbers.
had to throw that in there. But that's cool. I expect, you know, like all consoles, both to sell out at launch. You know, I did something like kind of really dumb today. I took a ride over to my local Walmart. Went to electronics aisle, hoping I run across like an Xbox Series controller or a DualSense, because I was a little bit jealous of all the unboxings that was flashing across my Twitter timeline. I was like, let me get a damn controller to unbox. And Walmart, you know, they sometimes, because they don't pay attention to shit, they break street days. They'll put something out that they weren't supposed to. But they didn't. Actually, there was nothing there. So yeah, that was my
controllers.
Lonely lunch break.
Speaking of controllers, should we get into it?
What about it?
So, as you know, the media finally got their hands on the PS5. You know,
On the trash Sense 5.
Yeah, the trash Sense 5.
I'm joking with you.
I don't care.
So everybody's motorboating their DualSense.
So listen. So they're coming out and praising the controllers, and of course you got a little bit of some haters coming out and they're like, "Oh, the Xbox is the best controller," and Sony is forcing gamers to give their controllers a blowjob. Smooth, you know what I mean? But
I was about to say that.
No, but it's very positive. It's actually overwhelmingly positive. A lot of people who got to try out like Astrobot and stuff like that, which is like the packing game, which is supposed to
Playroom.
Astral's Playroom, which is supposed to demonstrate all of the cool and unique features with the haptic feedback and and the tension triggers and stuff like that. They're saying it's a game changer. You know, Skill Up said there's 2 next generation consoles releasing next month, but only 1 next generation controller. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man.
I hope developers actually.
Right. That's what I was gonna bring up. So we know that the first party obviously is gonna take full advantage of this. So we're not worried about that. I just hope that it's easy enough to program for third parties that they will still go out the way to
take advantage.
Yeah, to take advantage of it and stuff like that. But I'm sure like the third parties who have marketing deals with PlayStation, for example, like Call of Duty or Harry Potter or whatever, they're Sony's gonna tell them, hey, use some of this feature. But I'm excited to get my hands on it. It's a little bit bigger from what they're saying from the DualShock 4. So they say it feels very well and stuff like that. So I'm excited to get my hands on it and stuff like that. So yeah,
I could tell from the photos that it was bigger. Like the cutout looks like the flat bottom, like the flesh bottom looks more like an Xbox jump. I could tell that it was a little bit wider, like and it's just like, but I don't know, like anytime any of these companies, it don't matter what fucking company it is, any of them try to push some type of haptic trigger camera, this fucking VR, that I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, just give me a fucking controller and I'll play the game. Like, I don't need to be so like all this is gonna enhance your fucking gameplay shit. Like, just give me the controller, bro. But I mean, shit is good that people are happy with blowing and kissing the controller and shit. Like, that's cool. Like,
yeah, I mean, go ahead, Luca. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Luca. I think was it Greg Miller? I think he said something about like licking it or something.
No, shit. His chat to lick the controller and shit.
Yeah,
he did what?
Like,
what was it?
No.
Do it.
Okay.
No. His chat. So his chat was pressuring him to lick the controller because they're a bunch of weirdos.
Right? And Blessing wanted.
But he said
to do the shit.
Yeah, but he said he didn't want to do it because he don't know, because the whole COVID and it got delivered to him.
So does that have to be a reason why you wouldn't want to do it? Lick a controller?
I don't know. I think it's stupid, right? Just like that GameStop or that GameSpot guy was licking the Series X controller. You know what I mean? He licked the Series X controller. I'm like, bro, that shit's weird, bro.
But it's a response to the people like blowing on the controller. Like, they're like, oh man, what can Xbox do? to compete, and it's like you want to put your tongue on a fucking controller. Like it's just like it's not that serious, bro. Like
Yeah, that's definitely weird. I mean, the controller's cool. It's so pretty. I really hope they do like at least for Demon Souls add some little extra features
like
there,
a
so I can get so I can
No,
get
they
a
are.
little bit
You didn't
immersed.
hear what they said? You didn't hear what they said about Demon Souls? They said like, you know, when you hold your shield up and like an enemy hits it with their sword or whatever weapon is actually gonna feel like, you know, you're gonna feel the resistance with the shield and the sword hitting it and stuff like that. So we'll see how it works out, man.
Just to wait and see. Yeah.
Y'all not worried about like, you know, shit like that inducing like a heart attack or like a stroke or some shit like that? You feeling something in your hands and it
I
just
don't think it's gonna be that severe, Smooth.
I mean, I'm just saying, like nerves. It's like you just like it's a surprise.
It's vibrating in your hand, bro. It's not that serious.
I don't think it'll be that bad.
They said it's more than vibrations. I'm just saying, like there's gonna be like you're playing the game. Imagine because you're so used to like playing, like you just feel something and it strikes a nerve. You're like, you know what I mean? And the shit just hits the wrong way.
Smooth. Do not reach.
No, it's not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just asking. There's gotta be some R&D, some research, some test people.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
All right.
Get some help.
Y'all don't watch Black Mirror, do you? Okay.
What are you doing?
You said Black Mirror.
He said, "What are you doing?"
Black Mirror.
The Black Mirror.
I didn't watch that.
But yeah, man. Like these console launch games usually take advantage of it, but just like the Xbox One controller, like you had Forza 5 and all these games, launch games, Battlefield. Yeah, and it's like even with the Switch, like, and then it's like later on, it's like developers just be like, look, we ain't got enough time, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. I'm not saying it's time, but you know what I mean.
Right. That's why I said hopefully it's easy enough to program for developers that they'll just do it. But I mean, like we said, like we don't got to worry about that with the first party because of course they're gonna take advantage of it. Yeah. You know, because you know, Ghost of Tsushima was the last first party game, right? That came out, and they're still using features of the touchpad that incorporates with gameplay, like the wind and shit like that. So,
well, I mean, so the touchpad is still like a very prominent component of the PlayStation, so they kept it. So it's just like, I mean,
it just became a map button. That's all it became. It just became a menu or map button.
The battery.
So it's we've had both, actually all, you know, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and the Series S like unboxing vids go live. I mean, I want to know you guys' thoughts on like, you know, the quality, what you saw.
Don't tell me we're talking about packaging. Please don't tell me we're talking about packaging.
Oh, we're going to talk about packaging.
It's part we go of course at Luca, like of course.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no,
of course.
Listen, I like the unboxing for both the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. I thought it was very clean, and I thought it was really cool. Honestly speaking, I'm at this point where I am really over them mentioning how big the PlayStation 5 is. Like, we get it, it's huge.
Yes,
you don't have to mention it every 5 seconds. Like, oh my god, so big. Like, no, dude, we get it. Like, it's a big system. We get it, right? But I think it's cool. You know, I thought both of the unboxings were cool. My main issue though is like this whole drip feeding content to us. Show us the fucking UI. Show us the games running on the system. Like, please stop. Please stop.
Big facts.
Today we're showing the cord. Like,
but tomorrow there's supposed to be another embargo because the embargo lift was just for the unboxing and then also for the controller and Astrobot. But there's supposed to be another embargo lift tomorrow. More about the games running on the PlayStation 5. I don't know which games they're gonna feature, but there's supposed to be another embargo lift tomorrow.
Bug snacks, you already know, baby. You about to see some bug snacks, SSD.
I mean, shout out to
Bug Snacks. Question, Nick. Yo, Nick, you trying to play Call of Duty after this, bro?
Are you being carried, Nick?
Yeah, because I was killing in the beta for the new one. But this joint right here, Modern Warfare, I ain't.
You trying to play some Modern Warfare? What's up? I'll stream it.
Oh man.
Bug Snacks.
I might gotta play footsies with the old lady.
Speaking of Buzz Snacks,
I got you.
Speaking of Buzz Snacks, that's going to be a PlayStation Plus title in November, right? Just in
Yes, I'm highly upset about that because
so it's going to be a PlayStation Plus title only for PlayStation 5. So because it's also coming on PS4, so it's not going to be available for PlayStation 4 users.
Better be a PS Plus title. I don't see anybody buying that shit.
You know what I mean? But Buzz Snacks, baby, let's go, man. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know that soundtrack is fire, man.
Hey, what about
everybody singing along with me?
What about
the kind of bugging, kind of snack? Try to catch him in the trap. Be somebody and you will see we are whatever we eat.
KB? So that's what we doing now? That's what we doing now? Hey, my man.
And then Destruction All Stars was delayed, and also originally a $70 game is going to be launching in PlayStation
Smart Move
Plus in February.
Smart move.
Which is smart move. I can't believe that game was $70.
Yeah, I know. That was really gonna hurt it because since it's a launch title, it's not proven. You know what I mean? It's not like a Spider-Man. Like people would easily pay that for even though Spider-Man's gonna be $50, $70 if you get the remastered. But you know what I mean? And then the Souls community, they're willing to pay $70 for Demon Souls easily. But
shout out to
so like
you got me the $100 version of the game.
That's what's up. But Destruction also, I always said that this game looks really fun. I always said that this game can have somewhat of potential as far as like a Rocket League game. But I like as far as a $70 launch title. I knew it was gonna get overlooked, right? Because you got all these other games coming out, and a lot of let's be real, right? Like Smooth, like you aren't like nobody was gonna buy Destruction All Stars, you know what I mean? At least not a lot of people, whatever. So the fact that they decided to push it back and they decided to add it to the PlayStation Plus library to get more exposures of it, I think that's pretty cool. And it's gonna be available to download for at least 60 days. So usually with PlayStation Plus games, they're only there for about 30 days, and then you can't add them to your library. So, but what Destruction All-Star is going to be available for 60 days. So you have 60 days to add it to your library, and then you can continue to play it. But the game looks fun, man. But I want to see more gameplay though.
Visually, it looks good. It looks very stunning.
I mean, that was pretty smart. I mean, considering on launch, Xbox Series X on launch, you get like EA Play in Game Pass subscription. So that's like a bundle of games that just kind of threw into the mix, and then with EA Play, the access shit that they got, you got the new Madden, the new FIFA, the new NHL. You have 10-hour access to all those games, so without even buying those yet. So, and those are all getting the next gen patch as well. So I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm happy they did that with Bug Snacks. I might actually try it. Destruction All Stars.
Yeah, you should stream it.
Oh no, that shit is getting streamed like if anything, January, February, somewhere where you won't catch me playing that game in November or December. That
game is gonna do very well streaming. I already call it right now.
Yeah, I feel like Bug Snacks could do like a pretty good job streaming. Like the Destruction All Stars is in the same realm from just like how it looked. It just looks like fucking shit, another Bleeding Egg. So I just felt that it was just smart that they put it there. Like, cause I don't think like a lot of people were going like be paying $70 for that. I really don't. Like, so it just like it's a really smart fucking thing that they put it in there like that. Like it's smart.
Yeah,
so.
And speaking of like what Smooth was saying with like the EA access or whatever to the Xbox. PlayStation Plus is also like,
oh my god,
they have a lot of good games coming out. If you buy PS5, they have like, I think it was like 18 now with Buzz Snacks. You got a whole bunch of PlayStation 4 games, like high profile, like God of War. Now I don't think God of War was part of it, no, but like Bloodborne and Fallout and stuff like that also. So it's good value on both consoles, and that as soon as you get them, you're gonna have a good selection of games to play.
By the way, J-Dub canceled his Xbox Series X pre-order, so anybody looking for one, go to xbox.com and try to get it.
Pre-order.
Oh, he did? Oh, shit.
Why did he cancel his pre-order?
I don't know. He's trolling. It's one of his tweets, but It's been up for 6 minutes. It got 6 retweets, 57 likes, 23 comments. It's on track to get a lot of traction. So I'm curious to see how this turns out.
I think he's just messing around.
Yeah, I think he's messing around too, but it's kind of funny because but yeah, pretty much. I mean, are we missing anything? I think we covered.
I think that's it, bro.
All right, Luca.
The Xbox refrigerator. I mean,
I'm not talking.
Oh
about
yeah,
that
that's
shit.
gonna be fire.
No, so they made
His
3
Raider
of
is
them jumps,
fire,
bro.
dog. What are you
It's
talking
fire.
about?
I mean,
Awesome.
Speaking of that, they came out with a poll online that
If they should
I
sell
think
it.
was, yeah.
Yeah, well, a
think that's
mini
it.
fridge. They
I
said like
would
a mini
definitely
fridge.
get a mini.
I would buy a mini fridge for sure. Like I wouldn't buy that. Like who get nah, man.
When they drink is fire, bro. Look, like they gifted one to iJustine and then to Snoop for his birthday. So I mean, the shit. I don't know where the last one went, but I mean,
I think they're giving it away.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, they brought into the meme. Everybody was calling the Xbox a fridge. They brought into it. It's very entertaining to see how everybody's getting that Xbox fridge.
Now
It's just
all
building-
we
it's just building awareness
and
around
now all
Series
we
X.
need is PlayStation to make a fucking router. You know,
Oh,
so-
to make a router. That'd be
Nah, it's to
dope.
make an
Like
actual
that.
tower.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like to do that.
So pretty much, all right. So Luca, floor is yours. Anything you like to say before we close this thing out? I don't know if I I just want to make sure you get some things, anything you got coming up or anything.
You trying to ask Ryan something?
I think
No, Bond. Like
no, he's a married man.
Yeah,
though.
like-
But like yeah,
Hey.
he no, I think that covers everything. There was nothing else interesting that really happened during this week. I mean, Phil Spencer did an interview, but other than that, it's just kind of like meh. You know, I'm just ready for these systems to be out. I'm really tired of just having to wait for this shit, man. Like I'm really sick of it at this point.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, really good show. Thank you so much for having me. It's always good to be on with you. I wasn't expecting Bond to be here. It's always good to be on with you as well, Bond. You always ask
show up when I'm-
fun questions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, how come Luca can accept the fact that she's buying machines for old games, but y'all all get offended when I say that?
No,
I don't get offended.
Chris Righteous does.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't get offended. I just
it doesn't bother
I just
me.
don't
so.
think I just don't think that
what he's saying
games
is
are
valid,
old games.
right?
I'm sorry. What did you guys say?
In the words of the great one, it doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, it's all good on my part, you know.
It does
as long
because
as
it's my
we're
money.
as long as we're having fun, you know. And there will be new games eventually, so whatever.
Exactly.
J Dub says for $5, done it for real, Smooth. First time ever. I won't have an Xbox at launch.
Hey, somebody go pick that up.
He got a PC. Yeah.
He's got a really capable PC, so it should be fine. And it's not like he's really missing out on anything. Anyway, so yeah.
You should have done a giveaway, J Dub. Should have done a giveaway.
I've never
But yeah.
Xbox at launch.
You should have quite. Addicts is looking for a Series X. You would have done it, but
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I had a lot of fun. You guys, please hit the like button and share this out and everything, especially the people who came for me. My homie Racer's up in the chat. So yeah, really good shit, man. Thank you so much for having me.
No, I appreciate
Speaking of Xbox.
Hold on.
Did you guys talk about the Series S already having limitations?
No, because it doesn't matter.
What limitation?
Basically,
the casual
you don't have any
console.
ray tracing. It's already being like
PUBG is running 30 FPS on it.
It's like, I
It's
mean,
not,
like,
but you
it's,
should already
okay, wait, ray
expect that.
tracing? I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I don't give a fuck about the Series S.
I'm not necessarily concerned about, like, ray tracing on the
The thing
Series
is-
S, personally.
No, but it's like the Series S can.
I
do
wouldn't
ray
harp-
tracing, it just won't be on the par of the Series.
I
X.
wouldn't
So,
look
and-
too much into it because for every game that does like that underperform, there's a game that overperforms. So as like it'll be a waste of anyone's time trying to dissect the Series S. It
they
really
said
is.
that they're gonna be showcasing games on the Series X as well as the Series.
They
S,
already got
but I mean, like,
games doing great. No, I'm sorry, bro. They already got games on the Series S doing greater than 1440p. Talking about 1800p, and even I think what's that the little 3D game doing like 4K and shit like that. It's like,
you talking about the 6K?
Yeah, like that one 6K and one's 4. Yeah, it's like
the tourist.
Yeah, the tourist. I'm just saying, but even like the Falconeer doing 1800p, the Gears 5 doing 120 frames per second on it. It's like, and then of course you got the Yakuza doing 900p 60. There for every game that's going to be like, oh, this is not cutting it. There's going to be a game that does more than what we expected it to do. That's why I was like, because then you guys are just going to be cherry picking each game, and which is not going to matter when a lot of people, because believe it or not, even though the Series S in the long run will probably be the better selling once they get rapidly available, the Series X is going to be the one that's most available, and that's the one most people are getting at launch.
Just in terms of performance, like it's going to be to be able to hit like 60 on certain titles, hit 120 on certain titles. It just won't be up there visually with the Series X, and nobody even expected it to be like that when you look at the specs.
Of course, it only has 8 gigabytes of usable RAM.
But Kuroi and Dopeway, all you gotta remember is like, it's still early. For all we know, and what we know today is the Xbox Series X and S are the only fully RDNA 2 consoles that will exist in 2 weeks. So we can wait into the future.
Can I say something really quick? All I have to say is do not cap for the Series S. Don't.
I'm capping for it because that's gonna be my baby. I'm getting that little shit.
Don't cap for the Series S. I'll explain after the podcast.
Ray tracing on consoles is going to be trash. I mean, AMD's already saying that.
No, that's not true.
AMD's already saying Cyberpunk won't get ray tracing on PC until next year when their ray tracing drivers are up to snuff. So if they haven't mastered ray tracing on their PC side, I doubt their console side is going to be anything spectacular.
Well, I was watching the video that Digital Foundry said on Miles Morales, and they said that the ray tracing in that game is one of the best implementations of ray tracing.
How?
It hasn't been much.
It hasn't.
Ray tracing, period.
Yeah, it's going to be trash.
It is being carried by SSR.
I don't know too much about ray tracing except that it's like super difficult for your system to run well.
Yeah, it's very tough. It's very taxing.
So I mean, I don't really understand why. Like we've been playing on boxes that have been giving us 1080p 30 frames for years now. I think we can
fall back.
We as in console gamers, thank you very much. I'm talking about console, not the PC guys. Once again, hopping into the conversation.
Yep.
Talking about console gamers.
Well, you said we.
We as in the console gamers. I apologize, Bob, but I don't play on
Uncle
PC.
Uncle Phil says we.
I'm not talking about you, man. I know that you play on PC. I'm not talking about you. But I'm just saying, like, the console gamers, I know the Xbox guys are talking about ray tracing. I thought that was pretty stupid of them to do, to be quite frank, considering the fact that we've been playing on systems that have been doing 1080p, 30 frames for generations now, So I just think we should be happy with our fucking 60 frames and, calm the fuck down. I'm just saying,
Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, this whole fucking ray tracing shit, like, I mean, I don't care. Like, the performance is just what these consoles and what they've been kind of like touting is that these consoles across the board will be able to do 60 frames and some are saying 120 depending on the game. So, I mean, in all fairness, like, I mean, some games will have better implementation of ray tracing, to whatever degree that fucking is. I don't care either, but I know that Series S performance monitor, let's go.
Listen,
I'm ready to go.
I've always said this, like, people can talk all the specs and try to compare and shit like that. I've always said this, right? Since I get on a PlayStation 5, as long as the PS5 is a substantial leap and a very noticeable leap from what I have right now with the PlayStation 4 Pro, I don't give a fuck about anything else.
It is going to be a
big leap. There you go, baby.
I don't. There you go. I don't give a fuck about anything. Hold on, but I want to reply to Smooth because Smooth was like,
I'm just trying to get 60 frames, dog.
Yeah, exactly. As long as we get the more, and I've always said that. I always said 30 is not gonna make me stop. It's not gonna stop me from playing the game if I really, really want to play it. But I would definitely love more developers, because these consoles are powerful enough. To have an option, to have that option. Hey, if we can't get native 4K 60, fuck it. If you want to do 4K 30 with ray tracing, go ahead and do that. But give me 1440p 60, and I'll be happy with that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the whole thing, okay, so yeah, AMD did come out today, or in Xbox did come out that. The Series X and the Series S are going to be the ones that had the full standard RDNA 2, right? The full standard RDNA 2. But some people are trying to make it seem like what Sony is doing is going to be, is going to be significantly less. No, that's not the case because
RDNA 1.5, RDNA Lite.
No. What Sony is doing is theirs is RDNA 2 base, but they took some features out of RDNA 2 and came up with their own custom features to replace it instead.
It sounds like great value. Walmart great value brand.
Yeah. Okay. Explain to me how.
What they said.
I think. Explain it to me how it's gonna work then, Smooth.
I don't know, dude. I have.
You don't know, so you can't cap Chris is saying that you don't know about.
To what Chris is saying, like they said that Sony should. I think he came out like an hour or two ago that they said that like that Sony is working with AMD, I think, or somebody for like super sampling for like the PS5.
This has been in the works for months, not even months, years. So
well,
all of the stuff that people are saying right now about the super sampling and RDNA 2. Listen, both consoles have full RDNA 2. Don't let anybody mislead you. This is stuff that's been worked on for years. It's not true. You have no evidence. You have no evidence.
AMD and Microsoft. They don't. I'm like, what the fuck? That's all you need.
Sony's is custom.
What did AMD say?
Yo, they work. They said Microsoft a whole lot.
Tell me.
They said in their presentation. I heard a whole lot of Microsoft.
Oh,
okay. You can't tell me what AMD said. I bet you nobody here in this Discord even watched the RDNA 2 conference in the first place. So you can't tell me what they said.
Wait, why didn't we?
Why didn't you?
It was live today.
Did you watch the RDNA 2 conference?
I watched the conference from work, not the entire thing, but I watched
enough. You didn't watch the entire thing, so you have no context. You have no context.
Expose yourself right.
You have no context whatsoever.
Bond, what happened? Your video didn't come across my Twitter feed. That did.
RDNA and Lucas did, huh?
Well, Luca, what are you talking about? I was referring to an old Luca video.
I see how it is, Smooth.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's get the outros done. Like I know you with these secret. You want to be that? Never mind. I'm not even going to say anything. All right. No, I'm just saying. It's like
consoles are right around the corner. Yeah. Let's just wait. Let's just wait for the results.
You know what I mean? But
have my money.
Also, I just
before you go, Bond. Because you were saying that Smooth doesn't deserve no free Xbox Series X, but here's the thing, that would kind of benefit you, don't you think? Because if Smooth gets a free console, that would save him money, so then you can make more bets with him.
No, because when he's low on money, he likes to bet.
What?
That don't make sense, but okay.
All right, so next week, Planet Xbox podcast. So today we were blessed today to have Dash and Luca here with us, which is awesome. So I mean, I thank you totally for coming through today, and blessed this podcast with your parents. Definitely will have you again in the future. And thank you for picking this week and making it work, because I was supposed to have someone else, but you definitely came through in the clutch. And who we're going to have next week as this train rolls by. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Yeah, I can definitely hear it.
Yeah, that's horrible. We're going to have Joe, Song of the Iron's dev, who's developing this game for the Xbox Series X, the game Song of the Iron. I'll share
Song of the Iron? That's what it's called?
Song of Iron.
Song of Iron.
Is coming out for the Xbox Series X, and I'm pretty sure PC. He's going to tell us more about his game. We're going to show you guys some a gameplay. Got a whole lot of questions for him, so he will be on the show next week. And I think that will be the last show before the Series X launch. And honestly, I might take a sabbatical. But So make sure you guys tune in for that for sure. It's going to be an awesome show. And before we say goodbye on the outros, I do want to give a shout out to Stone23. He says Arc Evolve video comparison looked really good, no lie. It does, but it's still a whole lot of no. Arc showed their Series X version.
Arc Survival Evolved or whatever this shit's called.
They still talking about that trash?
Yeah, there's a cult following behind it, bro.
Yeah, it does. It has a big following, but the game played like ass.
Remember when they try to put that shit on the Switch? That shit was funny.
So also, like I said, once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join if you are a fan of the podcast and my streams. You want to hit that join button, you can support me that way. But also support Ashley and Luca by subscribing to her channel, checking out her content. You can her link is in the description below. Black Bond, subscribe to him, watch his videos, and then remind me that he has a video just in case I miss it. And then
bell on? You gotta get the bell on, dog.
And we got
and then I've been doing so I've been doing my own content, I've been coming up with videos, and I've been live streaming as well while talking about gaming and stuff like that throughout the week. So I'm gaming while talking about gaming because I am a gamer. And I live stream. I'm not just talking about games and don't play games. I can't wait till we do the end of the year list of how many games we beat. Y'all gonna be impressed with my list.
Gonna look terrible.
I'm not gonna look
y'all
terrible.
Gonna be very impressed with my list. The amount of diversity of games
list.
that I have.
Y'all,
suck. But yeah, man. So if y'all want to check me out, man, I just did a video about the PlayStation 5 pre-orders, and I've been streaming some Eve 8. The next game I'm gonna stream is Final Fantasy 8 remastered. So yeah, check it out.
True.
Oh. And anybody else?
Go ahead.
Better get on that Cold Steel.
That just dropped.
Right? I already beat the. Oh yeah, Bond. Did you hear about the problems that is going on with that game digitally?
I heard you can't get digitally or something. What happened?
No, y'all can sidebar this shit after we log out.
Yeah, all right. Shout out.
My bad.
Shout out to Luca for coming through, the Queen. Shout out Smooth. You deserve that motherfucking Series X, bro. So keep going. Shout out to Bond. Shit, watch that nigga videos. Shout out to everybody that came through. Like, dislike, I don't give a fuck, man. Should we hype tonight? Let's go. This your boy.
All right, dope boy.
Make sure you guys drop a like. Make sure you guys subscribe to Kid Smooth, especially if you guys are new here. Let's try to get him to 20K subs by the end of the year. Series X coming soon. PlayStation 5 coming soon. RDNA 2 graphics cards coming soon. So there's a lot of content coming from everybody. A lot of new graphics cards, CPUs, gaming consoles. I mean, there's just so much happening. But
so much.
We all know that Beyond Light's the only thing that matters. So
it's what I like to hear, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. I tried.
You guys check me out on Twitch.
To be honest.
Twitch.tv/CokeboyJ. Make sure you guys follow me over there. I'll be streaming every once in a while. You guys can see me play Modern Warfare, Call of Duty. See me carry Nick on Call of Duty.
Bro.
I'm actually doing World's First. I have a raid team. We're gonna do World's First on the new raid that's coming on the Beyond Light as well. So I'll be streaming that. My friend will be streaming that. So yeah, hopefully everybody has a good night. Tune in every week, and yeah, this is Planet Xbox.
NickBanks.
Yo, thank everybody for coming out watching. Don't forget to share, like, thank Luca, Bond for coming back. I watch both of y'all content, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I saw your video too, Bond, but I've been playing the Doom Eternal, by the way. I'm still, struggling on that. You gotta be real precise playing that game.
I gotta get that DLC.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Sure do.
So yeah.
All right.
Be back next week.
Bond.
Got really nothing to say today. My crappy football team's in first place. I'm pretty much done every game I have for this generation. I want to play Cold Steel 4 when it comes on PC, and that's pretty much it. But have my money. Oh, when of these next generation consoles come out?
November 10th and November
10th.
13, 12 and 14 days.
2.5 weeks.
So I got like 2 more weeks left of Planet Xbox.
Yeah, you could have been stopped. I mean, once you
but
once again, Thanks, Luca. Thanks everybody for watching. It's been an awesome show. We will see you guys next week, and stay tuned to the channel. I'll have some content dropping over the next 24 to 48 hours because I know I've been slacking, but I've been playing a whole lot of Watch Dogs Legion. Shout out to Ubisoft for providing me with the review key. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We're out of here. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
Hey.
Kinda bugging, kinda snatch.